Kevin Mayo, and let's drink some beer. Today we've got Mikkeller Monk's Brew, which is a quadruple ale, or a quadruple. Mikkeller is a gypsy brewer, doesn't have his own brewery, he goes to different breweries, different beers are brewed in different places. This is a 10% alcohol by volume. They actually call it a dark ale. Did a little research on it before I tried it, and they call it a quadruple. So let's go ahead and give it a crack. As always, if you like the reviews, please subscribe. We're always looking for new friends. Leave comments. I learned so much from you guys. Let's go ahead and give this a pour. It's my first Mikkeller. I've never had one. I know it's got a great rep out there amongst you YouTube beer aficionados. And it's a dark brown. When I was pouring it, it didn't look totally dark, though I am having a hard time seeing through it now. So it's a dark brown with a solid brown head. Again, not sure if we can see it on the camera there. And we got a couple fingers of head on it. I can smell the alcohol. And lots of caramel, candy, sugar, maybe a lot of the dark fruits. Let's see if we can swirl it up a little bit. Yeah, like the raisin. And maybe date. Is it going to be a real sipping beer? It's 10%. You're not going to chug this down. It's not one you're going to sit and watch the football game with. It is Friday night, so it's probably a good night to try it. Cheers. First off, I got that solid, dark, earthy flavor that you get from a nice roasted malt. You get from a brown ale. The alcohol's definitely there. It doesn't burn, but you can taste it. It's got a real nice creamy mouthfeel too. And you do taste some of that dark fruit. Like a brown sugar or a caramel. See, a lot of people rave about this beer, and I really like dark ales. I like brown ales. One thing I don't like, and one thing that I'm finding with this beer is I'm finding the alcohol too forward on it. I always prefer, I prefer the alcohol to be more in the background. I don't really like to taste the alcohol. I am getting a little warming in the back of the throat now. I just don't like it when the alcohol, to me, is more like I would expect from a hard liquor than from a beer. It's a pet peeve. Some guys it doesn't bother. A lot of flavor notes going on in this, but this is definitely not a beer for me. I don't think it's a bad beer. I actually think it's a very good beer. It's just not my beer. And I let it warm up. I was afraid that it was too cold coming out of the fridge, so I let it warm up pretty good. So it's got a lot of dark, earthy, roasted malt flavor. It's got some sweet caramel or flavors in it. It's got some toasty malt in it, that earthy. Just have, like I said, the alcohol's a little too forward for me. I almost hate to rate it because I want to downgrade it dramatically. And it's really not a bad beer. It's just not a style that I particularly like. So we're going to give it a solid, again, I don't want to kill it, say 68 out of 100. Let me know what you guys think about it. I think a lot of you guys are going to like it much more than I like it. Nothing wrong with it. Good beer. Considering it's brewed, what is it? I don't think it tells me. Yeah, it's brewed in Belgium, and it's imported to Belchertown, Mass. And I'm drinking it down here in Connecticut, so it's traveled a long way. It's held up well. Again, until next time, keep drinking.